Today I'm going to show you how you can make this cool car scene in Blender. Hope you enjoy it and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, first we're going to start by deleting everything in the scene. Then we're going to go over to File and we're going to click Append. And then we're going to go to wherever we've saved the Blender car file. And then we're going to find Collection. I'm going to click Collection again. And now we have our car. Next we're going to press Shift A and add a plane. And then we're going to scale this plane way out so that it fills the entire view of our camera. Next we're going to go over to the shader editor where we're going to select the plane and add a new material. Then we're going to select our principle and press Ctrl Shift T, and then we're going to find wherever we saved our material and then click Principle Texture Setup. And now our texture has automatically been set up for us. And we're going to go over to the UV editor now. And we're going to rescale the texture so it looks realistic. So we're going to select it and press S and scale it outwards until it looks white. Next we're going to start by setting up our camera. So we're going to go over to Render Preview, and now we're going to find the white position that we want our camera to be looking at. And once we found our white position, we're going to press Shift A and add a camera. Next we're going to press Ctrl Alt 0 to snap our camera to view, and then we're going to play with our camera's location to get it to look just right. Once we've done that, we're going to go over to camera settings, change the focal length to 45, and then we're going to turn on the depth of field and press the eyedrop button and select the car. And then we're going to bring down the f-stop to about 2.5. Then we're going to turn up the pass part all the way to 1. Now we're going to bring the car up slightly so it doesn't look like it's sinking into the ground. Now we're going to turn on Scene World and Scene Lights to see how our scene is looking so far. As you can clearly see, we need to add some lights into our scene, so let's do that now. But first we're going to go to World Properties and we're going to bring the colour of our world down to black. Now let's add some lights into our scene. So we're going to press Shift A, and we're going to go to Light and we're going to add a spotlight. And we're going to bring that spotlight up a bit. I'm going to change the power of this spotlight to around 2000, and we'll change the radius to about 5. Now this one spotlight won't be enough to light our whole scene, so let's add another spotlight. And we're going to bring this spotlight behind the camera and pointing at the car. I'm going to change the power of this spotlight to about 600, and we'll change the radius to 4. Now let's see how our scene is looking so far. Okay, next we're going to select both spotlights and we're going to put them into a collection. I'm just going to call this collection Spots, and we're just going to hide them for now to keep them out of the way. Now we're going to add a couple more lights to our scene, so we're going to press Shift A, and this time we're going to add a point light. Let's just bring that point light up a bit. Okay, now we're just going to add some point lights around the car to highlight different parts of it. So I'm going to speed this part up. You can pause the video and do it yourself as well. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to go back to Render Preview to see how our scene's looking so far. Okay, we're going to add back the spotlights, and this is what we've got so far. Okay, now I'm going to just play around with the point lights surrounding the car to get the scene looking just right. You can pause the video and do this as well. Okay, now the scene is looking pretty much done and we can move into the final stages of the scene. Okay, next we're going to go to Render Properties. We're going to change from Eevee to Cycle. We're going to change the samples to about 300. And we're going to go over to Output Properties. And we're going to click the little folder under Output. And then we're going to find a place to save our render. Now we don't need to change any of these settings, so we're just going to leave them be. And we'll go back to Render Property and we'll change Look to Medium Contrast. And now our scene is pretty much done. And now we can finally go over and click the render button. So that's how you make this cool car scene in Blender. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.